After midnight, I sat in my car outside a gas station, shaking, because I had just reported my own sister to Child Protective Services. My sister loved her toddler. I believed that. But her love came with empty bottles, missed calls, and a scream that sounded like pain. One night, I drove over when she went silent. Thin walls, sticky floors, a cartoon blasting at full volume. I found my nephew in a playpen with a diaper rash so raw it was bleeding. My sister was passed out on the couch, drunk again. I cleaned him up, rocked him until his breathing slowed, then woke her. She cried and swore she was trying. "I'm tired," she sobbed. "You don't get it." I nodded like I understood, but inside I felt something crack. The next morning from my car, I made the call. I listed the drinking, the neglect, the bruises she blamed on clumsiness. My voice stayed calm while my hands shook. 2 weeks later, they showed up. Classes, random visits. My sister called me in a panic, whispering, "Somebody wants to take my baby." She paced her cleanest room like it was a courtroom. "Family would never do this," she kept saying. "Only a snake." She blamed her ex, then a neighbor who complained about the screaming. I watched her eyes search my face for agreement, and I gave it to her. Every time, I lied so smoothly I scared myself. It worked, at least on paper. The apartment got cleaner. The bottles disappeared. My nephew started running to me, hugging my legs like I was safe. Sometimes that hug felt like relief. Sometimes it felt like handcuffs. Then my sister bought a little camera for the living room. Audio too. "People lie," she said, smiling, "but voices don't." I laughed like it was nothing while my stomach dropped through the floor. A few nights later, a caseworker asked me to step outside. In the humid air, she spoke softly. "Are you the caller?" I couldn't answer. She didn't push. She just handed me her direct number and said, "Keep the child safe. That's the point." When I went back inside, my sister was waiting, eyes sharp. "What did she ask you?" I said, "Routine stuff," and hated myself for surviving my own lie. The next week, my sister pulled a shoebox onto the table. Notes, dates, screenshots. Her hands trembled, but her voice stayed so low, controlled. From the hallway, my nephew giggled in his sleep like the house finally trusted itself. She looked exhausted, not angry. "I watched the footage from that night," she whispered, "and I stopped hunting the snake." She slid a signed treatment plan toward me, held my gaze, and said, "If it was you, thank you."